and welcome to episode 62 of the Slightly Biased podcast, entitled OG Two-Man Show.
Hello.
Because it's Derek and Vinny alone again, and
Staring
it's been a while.
into each other's eyes.
I should have lit a candle.
Yeah, but it's too bright out.
Your hands are nice. It's like a little rough.
They are a little rough right now. I haven't done a very good job moisturizing lately.
It's okay, neither have I. But yes, it is another spicy day here in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Derek, it's been
Couple
of weeks.
Yeah.
How are you?
Good.
Tell me all about your adventures.
My adventures.
Yeah.
When was the last time I recorded? A couple weeks ago,
I don't
probably.
know, sure. Before the 4th.
Before the 4th. Oh, let's start. Last week I was on vacation for the week of
No
the 4th.
way.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, I was. Were you on vacation too?
Half of the week.
Nice. So, kicked off my vacation that first weekend, that Saturday and Sunday. My parents rented a house in Brewster. So the lady and I went down there and
I saw pictures or snaps. I saw snaps or maybe Instagram stories. I don't know which one. Probably on the gram.
Probably all of them.
There's a dog.
Yeah.
A dog.
My parents' dog.
Do they rent a house every year down there?
No.
No.
We used to back in the day, but we used to rent in like Dennisport.
Yeah, it's a very hot happening spot.
Yeah. It was fun. So we spent a day down there.
You go to the beach?
No.
You don't like the beach? Are you and Jules beachgoers?
We're not really beachgoers, and also the weather was it was iffy.
Oh.
It was a little iffy.
Oh.
But I did get some Mary Lou's. I don't know if you're a Mary Lou's guy.
It's a coffee establishment.
It is a coffee. It's a very creative coffee establishment with lots of flavors.
Mm-hmm.
And
is that in Brewster?
They're all over the place.
I know there's one for the Sagamore at the rest stop.
There's a bunch of it's a lot in the South Shore and then along the Cape, but it was good. So we did that. We went to P-Town. So we actually Saturday, but my parents, their check-in was at 3:00 and we went down.
Oh,
early.
you rent till Saturday to Saturday.
Yeah.
Yes.
So then we went to P-Town before and it was awesome.
Was it crowded?
Oh yeah. That place is something else. We got some fresh oysters. Oh, it was phenomenal. And we bought a puzzle.
I love oysters.
Yeah.
That's me eating an oyster.
Yeah, it's an aphrodisiac too, so.
Yeah, what are you doing later?
Eating oysters with you?
Perfect.
So yeah, did that. Then I had some friends come into town and stay over Sunday and Monday. Dean, friend of the podcast, and his lady.
Yes.
And then they left Tuesday. And then Wednesday, Julie had a friend come in through Saturday, so that was fun.
In your apartment?
Huh?
In your apartment?
Yeah.
Was it crowded? Was it tight?
No, because my new apartment's big.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
that was just kind of the itinerary, but there were more fun happenings. It's gonna be a long one.
You went to a lot of concerts.
I did in movies.
You saw Silver Stove?
Silverstein was the week before that.
Oh.
Yeah. So the week before that, I saw August Burns Red and Silverstein at the House of Blues. That was a great show. And then the Friday that I started my vacation on, or you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I saw A Day to Remember in Providence.
Were they memorable?
They were pretty
Do you remember them?
memorable. I do remember that day too. And then for the first time, I saw Fish on Friday night.
Yeah, they played 2 nights at Fenway, right?
Yeah, they play a long set.
What the hell? What is their hit?
I don't know any of their hits. They just jam.
I just know the name Fish.
It's just people get really high and listen to them jam.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, pretty much. But they're people love them. They have a massive cult following.
They look super old.
Yeah, they're not young. They're from Vermont.
Mm.
But that was cool. It was my first Fish experience, and it was only $30.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they put it. It was cool. It was cool. They're not an everyday band for me, for sure. But I would go back. It's funny to look at the high people too.
Oh no, your battery case broke.
Oh yeah, the Apple battery cases for the iPhone 7s are trash.
Oh no, is that just that part of the case where it sticks to the back? Oh, the top broke.
I ripped that off.
You ripped it off.
The silicone thing. This thing.
Don't buy Apple cases.
I'm gonna buy another one when I get my new phone because the battery case is so great. Because the nice thing about these ones is they pull from the external battery first before your phone. Versus,
do you find yourself running out of battery a lot?
Now that I've had these phones for a while, yeah, but that's because the battery's just
I
catered.
I have the XS Max and I charge it once a day.
Yeah, I might get the
I don't know if you
XS.
need a battery case for that.
Yeah, probably
It's
not.
up to you. It's a personal choice.
It's a personal choice.
Personal. I don't want to step out any bounds over here.
Oh yeah, and to wrap up my week, I saw 2 movies as well. I saw Spider-Man: Far From Home, which I thought was fantastic.
How was your theater? Was it packed?
No, because we went on a Tuesday night.
I went to a Wednesday showing in the afternoon, and there were a lot of children there.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
It's not a kids movie. Come
I'm
on,
a
God.
big fan of Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I think he does a good job.
Spider-Man's the titular character in this movie, I'm guessing.
Huh?
He's a titular character.
Yeah. It was a quality film, and then I saw the new Aladdin on Saturday night, and I loved it. It was so good.
Have you seen Hitch? Have you ever seen Hitch? Is it just like Hitch? Was it just like Hitch?
No. I'll tell you what, though. Will Smith does a pretty damn good job as Genie.
Good for him.
Almost lives up to Robin Williams.
That's good.
Which I think is the best you can hope for. And then, because you're never going to be able to live up to Robin Williams. And then the soundtrack was cool because they like put some twists on a lot of the songs.
They did like Bollywood music and shit.
Kind of, yeah. But they put like twists on all. It was all like the old songs, but they like put twists on them.
Did you like Naomi Scott in it?
Yeah, big fan.
She was great in Power Rangers as the Pink Ranger. A sequel that should have been made, but never was. It's a it's an emotional movie too.
The Power Rangers that came out a couple years ago?
Yeah.
I never saw it.
It's so good.
Is it good?
It's so good.
Really?
It's so good.
Like from a nostalgia perspective or objectively?
A little bit. It's hard to be objective for that. It's hard.
I'm sure they have it for free on Comcast or something.
I'm sure it is.
I'm probably going to... I'll make Julie watch it with me.
The guy, Billy from Stranger Things is in it, plays the Red Ranger, Jason.
Nice. Recently got into Stranger Things.
Recently?
Yeah, I literally just watched the first episode the other night.
Oh, how'd it go for you?
It's interesting.
There's 3 seasons though now.
Yeah, Jules is really into it, so...
Has she finished the latest season yet?
That's a good question.
I'm about halfway through.
Do you like it?
I do.
Speaking of progress on science fiction stuff, I'm about halfway through Ready Player One, the book.
Yeah. Not the movie. You haven't watched the movie in pieces?
Yeah, I don't watch the movie pieces. The book is so good.
It is. My biggest gripe with it was the heavy-handed references to the 80s.
Yeah.
That's my biggest problem I have with the book.
Well,
it's especially in the first 100 pages.
And then they also like couldn't reference a lot of that stuff in the movies. The movie.
Something about licensing? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But that's my week. How was your week?
It's 4th of July. Went to Cape Cod. Saw the Chatham Parade. Parade was a lot of people trying to sell their businesses versus just trying to do floats.
So like just sponsored floats all over the place?
Every single one. And I was like, wow.
What?
But every single one says for the troops on it, so you know. Cool.
That's like the hot thing to do.
It's like a theme this year was the troops.
What did any floats stand out to you, or any businesses, or both?
There was this kid in a unicycle, and it was like a really tall unicycle. He's like, I don't know, 10 years old, and he wheels up to us with a fresh bandage on his shin. So I guess he got a rough start to the parade. And that's about it. That's all I remember.
Okay.
A lot of dogs. Great dogs.
Great dog showing.
Great dogs. Love me some dogs. Yeah, went to a lighthouse. I forget the name of the lighthouse.
Did you? So I recently heard this because we were going to go to the lighthouse in Provincetown, but I guess you don't go in the lighthouse. You just look at it.
Which one? I don't know the name of it.
I don't know. Were you able to go into this lighthouse?
Yes, it was a tour. It was $6 to go for a tour.
Was it cool?
Yeah, they actually. I forget. The name of this.
It was in Chatham though, or
no? It's Stand Fast. It was a lighthouse that in the 90s they had to move back 100 feet. Because the Cape Cod dunes are eroding. So they had to contact the Coast Guard, who then got some people who used to move coal pipes and stuff from coal mines, and they came out and did it in 90 days to move a lighthouse 100 feet. They had to put the whole thing on rails to save it because it was so historical. Highland Light is the name of it.
What town?
It's in, you know the name? Truro.
Oh,
Truro. It's the one place I can never pronounce. Yeah.
I also just learned that was a place.
Yeah, and it's next to the old abandoned Air Force Station.
There's an abandoned Air Force station there?
From the 90s. It was a Cold War era thing. It was an early
Is it
missile.
cool?
It's abandoned now. It's like completely taken apart now. If you go on YouTube, though, this guy breaks into it like 5 years ago and looks at it. But all the Park Service has since demolished a lot of the buildings.
Oh.
But Truro.
Is Hanscom on the Cape?
No.
No, what's
Otis.
Otis is the one you go to on the Cape.
Joint Base Cape Cod.
Where is it?
Right across the bridge in Bourne, right there, right here.
Oh, okay.
It's a huge part of it. It's why people hate it because it's like takes a big chunk of the Cape away from driving or through it. So it's like whatever, I guess. You can thank the Kennedys for that. They kept it open.
Good old Kennedys.
Went to Moby Dick's on Route 6. You probably drove past it at Provincetown. It's on the left on your way up. It's a BYOB establishment. Got the lobster roll.
Those are fun.
Should have supersized it. Didn't supersize it.
You can supersize a lobster roll?
I guess you can make it jumbo size.
I mean,
What a
that's
fun word.
pretty anti-American on an American holiday to not jumbo size something.
I was a little nervous because what if it was too much? And then the price point. What if it was too much? It was $25 just for the roll. So,
I mean, how, like, you just dishonored America.
oh my God.
America is about supersizing things.
You're
The
right.
bigger, the better.
I'll go back down next week. I'm going to go to the Cape again and get it supersized.
Okay.
And then also, if you go to Provincetown, my favorite beach is right there. Race Point Beach is right next to the Provincetown Airport. It's part of the National Park Services.
There's a P-Town airport?
It's it's very small.
I bet.
It's like really small charter flights.
It probably does like, was it Cape Flyer, Cape
Stuff
Air,
like
or
that.
whatever?
Just very small, probably like, small, I don't know, small
like
boys.
one runway.
Yeah. But the beach is right next to it. It's part of the National Park Service. It's a
So it's
great
free?
beach. It is not free.
So it's not free.
It's $20 unless you get a pass. I don't know how much the passes cost because military gets a pass for free to go to any national park. But yeah, it's
Nice.
much better kind of beach because it's quieter, it's
Okay.
cleaner, and it's quieter.
Do you go in the water when you go to the beach?
It depends. I went into the water at the other beach down here, Marconi. But yeah, I do tend to go in the water. Depends on how hot it is.
I'm not a big beach guy.
Why? You just relax. It's the best. You just sit there.
Yeah.
And seals go by and you wave to the seals.
Can you pet the seals?
You can try. You can bring dogs to the beach too.
Have you seen a shark?
I have not seen a
I've
shark.
never seen a
I saw a shark in the 90s, a little sand shark on the inner Cape
Did you pet it?
Bay. And you know what? I didn't. It papped me.
Yeah.
It's nice.
That's generally how that occurs.
Yeah.
Anything else happen?
I went to Starbucks on the Cape. It was a long line. Ruth, do you know of Ruth? The barista at the Harwich Starbucks and the Stop and Shop? You don't know Ruth?
I can't say that I know.
Well, I know Ruth. Let me tell you about Ruth.
Yeah.
She plays so hard to get with me, and it is very upsetting.
Like this is a
This is-
a reoccurring thing.
This is a theme we have going on.
Does she know who you are?
I don't know.
Would she? I'm
She's
not
like
talking.
65, maybe 60.
I'm not talking name. Does she like recognize you?
No, it's a very white heavy area, especially July 4th.
Ah, okay.
Maybe next
So
week.
everyone
Maybe
looks
next
the
weekend
same?
though, she went to meet me. So I go up there and I say hello. She goes, "Hey, how are you?" or some bullshit. And she'll ask your order, and I'll say a grande or venti cold brew.
You don't say the regular, just a tester.
The regular. It's a good idea. I should try it. I say, yeah, give me the splash of 2% milk, and she'll ask for their name, and I'll say Vinny. And then she'll give me the first time she gave me Vinny with an IE, and I was like, oh, okay. I went back the next day. She gave me Vinny with the Y. And I was like, oh, we're getting somewhere now. And then I went back. She gave me the IE again. I don't know what she wants from me to get the Y.
Next, it's going to be like an EE at the end.
But I always get the smiley face though.
Okay, so you used to get something.
Yeah, but Ruth, it's please the Y. Please.
I love how people spell things. I find it's like Starbucks especially.
I bet working there is very stressful, especially in like a more like hipstery area.
Oh yeah.
I'm just on a fixed income. I'm just working here to get some extra money.
The people there must be very challenging too.
Yes.
My name is Tobias. The S, there's a silent H in there. I don't know, something like that. I feel like
Tobias with the silent Z.
I feel like those people care about like the fuck up of the name spelling.
Yeah. And then another problem, you go on places like on the Cape, on holiday weekends, you say, oh, it's not a long line, but every person in front of you is ordering like 5 drinks for everyone back at the cottage or some shit.
Yep.
And it slows it down.
Yeah.
That's why they need to do mobile ordering at the Stop and Shop Starbucks.
They don't do mobile ordering.
Not at those ones. Only on independent locations.
I have a
The mall does.
Joe, it drives me. People do that at Chipotle too, and it drives me insane. Like I'm gonna get 4 different orders. Well, how about you get back in line 4 different times? And
Please, I'm just hungry.
I think if you're ordering for someone else, you can get one. You can get 2 things. That should be the rule.
Head nod. In
Yeah.
agreement.
Cool. All right. Well,
That's all. I can't think. I went to the beach. That's it. I got a slight sunburn
where'd you get your sunburn?
on my top of my knees.
Did you use the tanning lotion?
No, I don't use anything.
I think
Is it lotion for that?
no. Or do you remember we bought tanning lotion?
Yeah, coconut dreams.
This is what. Yeah, I threw it out.
It's probably for the best. I'm not
Yeah.
allowed to tan anymore. It's
Yeah,
bad
I'm
for your
not.
skin.
I'm not allowed to just. Period. I've never been. I want to go though. Is it bad for your skin though if you just like do a base layer?
I think it is. I never use my joke though, which pisses me off.
Well-
The lady would go in and she'd be like sitting or stand up, and I'd say, I was planning to be like, I'm feeling pretty funny today. I want to do stand up. I never used it. What a waste.
That joke would go. Phew!
Yeah.
I appreciate that joke though. That's a dad joke if I've ever heard one.
And then I have another joke I'm waiting to use at Starbucks. When they ask me if I want any sugar, I'm like, no, my mom says I'm already sweet enough. I'm waiting for that one. We'll see.
Let me know how those
I'll
ones
do it
go.
with Caroline was with me. She'll hate it so much.
That'd be perfect. Let's talk about what occurred on Sunday morning Eastern time. The U.S. women won. I think they technically won in early afternoon, but they won the Women's
Yeah, they
World Cup
won at 1 o'clock
for
Eastern Standard Time.
for the fourth time, second time in a row.
Megan Rapinoe dominated.
They are so good.
Yeah, and they deserve to get paid the same, so let's pay them the same.
Yeah, it's
And more than the men.
It's pretty straightforward, yeah. Because I think that's an interesting argument too, because like the equal pay thing, and I was reading an article about like it's like, should WNBA players get paid the same as NBA players? Absolutely not. That league like hemorrhages money,
Yes.
right? Like,
Yes, it does.
like if they were selling tickets like crazy and all that stuff, like absolutely. But like the women's team is like way more successful than the men's team. They draw more people,
Yep.
and they make 6 times less per game or World Cup. I think it's something like the women for playing in the World Cup, they made like 200 grand, and then there was like a 250 grand win bonus or whatever. And the men's players make over $1 million,
It's wild.
something like that.
The men suck so bad.
They're bad.
When's the last time they went to the semifinals?
I don't even think they've been in the
They lost like
semifinals.
Panama or some shit. I don't know enough about
They
men's soccer.
they lost in the men lost in the Gold Cup final Sunday night. They're actually like somewhat competitive now, but they're like not anywhere close to the caliber of the women's team.
If the U.S. wanted to create a winning soccer team, they could. If they wanted to.
If
If
they
they
wanted.
cared enough. If they put enough money into it. I'm sure they could create a fucking dominating team.
Yeah,
It's just soccer. You know, it's not popular enough.
it's a great sport though.
It's not football.
It is technically football internationally, but
It's football. With
Football.
a U.
but yeah, that game was fun to watch. Big fan of
I watched.
who was the girl Lavelle,
I don't know.
the girl who scored
Megan.
the second goal, because Rapinoe scored the
Penalty goal.
the pen, and then hold on, let me grab her name because I'm a big fan. 'Cause she also has a dog, so big fan of that.
Huge fan of dogs.
Big dog guy.
Shout out to all the dogs.
All the dogs listening to the podcast.
I saw a lot of dogs this weekend. I went to a pop-up bar.
Ooh, that's a popular place for dogs.
So popular. 3 labs, Derek. The trifecta. A golden, a black, and a chocolate lab in one place together.
That's phenomenal.
Hanging out.
That's great news. Hold on, I'm gonna find her. Hold on. I really want to remember. Rose, I think. Rose Lavelle, I think.
Oh.
I'm verified. I haven't seen her name yet.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Siri. Rose Lavelle, women's soccer.
Rose Lavelle has 3 goals, 0 assists, 0 yellow cards, and 0 red cards over the course of 6 matches in 2019 FIFA Women's World
Thank you.
Yeah, she
Oh, I don't have a contact photo for her. Let's make one.
she had a great goal. Her goal
Yeah.
was sick.
I watched at the Asgard, the game.
Yeah,
I don't know what was going on really, but I cheered and everyone else cheered. I clapped, and I clapped.
and I clapped. Red Letter Media reference for
Yeah.
the listeners at home. Let's see. In other sports news, Celtics got Kemba Walker.
Yes. Didn't they get somebody else too?
Yeah, Taco Fell. He's like this huge, tall person.
Did Anthony Davis go to the Clippers? Or
He went to the
Clipper-
Lakers.
No, who went to the Clippers? Kawhi?
Kawhi.
Good. I want some fucking competition. I don't want more of these freaking
Super teams?
dream team shit. Like,
agree.
fuck that. It's so boring to watch.
In other news,
gonna be good.
we're at the All-Star break for
I heard
baseball.
a story about today about baseball on the radio on 98.5 The Sports Hub
What'd you hear?
that the balls are different this year. They're designed for more home runs. And that's why they're destroying their record right now for home runs for the whole league, and they're on like pace to just obliterate the old record of 6,100 home runs in a game in a season, with a total of 66 home runs,
Wow.
6,600 home runs, and everyone's like freaking out about it. They changed the balls, and because they think that's because they want the major leagues to get more ratings. But nobody cares to watch baseball because the games are too fucking long.
Games are too long
and boring.
and they also do like a terrible job marketing their superstars.
Yes, they do.
Um,
Give them some personalities.
yeah. So the Sox are third in the AL East.
Third? What are
Four-
they? 10 games behind?
9.
Do they have any chance to do anything this season, or are they done?
I think they have a chance. The AL East is pretty good this year, though. So the Yankees are really
Yankees
good.
number 2, right?
Yankees are number 1,
Oh, okay.
and then the Tampa Bay Rays are.
So how
number
does the
2.
wild card work? What do they have to do to get the wild card spot?
So wild card spot is the next 2. It's 2 spots per league. So
Mhm.
AL and NL. So 4 total. And they're just the. So you have your division leaders. So it's 3 divisions in each league, and then the rest is the wild cards, the 2 highest teams that aren't
Yeah.
division winners.
When do the playoffs start?
A long time.
Really? Oh, they're half. What are they in the
October.
break now? Oh yeah, because it was like fucking November. That's right.
Yeah.
Damn. Damn.
Well, I think the All-Star game is 8:30 tonight or 7:30. I don't even know where it is.
Oh I heard this on the radio today. Fuck. It's 8 p.m.
I also don't care. I never watched the All-Star
Yeah, I
game.
don't have it. Okay, I don't know. It's somewhere in America. It's not Hawaii or Alaska, I can promise.
I don't think it's in
Or
Canada
Boston.
either.
It's not in Boston.
I don't think it's in Canada either.
Hey Siri, where is the All-Star game tonight being held? She'll tell me. She's good.
The MLB All-Star Game between NL and AL.
Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, I heard it's beautiful this time of year. That's all I got for sports.
Oh no! I heard Rob Gronkowski is testing the waters for coming back out of retirement in December, which I do not believe at all. I don't think he's coming back ever again. I think he's done. But everyone is talking about him just being like, maybe I'll come back in December. I don't know. Maybe we'll get a phone call.
Yeah. Well, he's was he saying that?
Yeah,
Well, he's like really skinny now.
I heard that was an angle too of the photo. He said he weighs 250 still,
Oh.
but I mean he's fucking like what 6'5".
Yeah, he's tall.
So I don't know if it's a little. Maybe he's thin. Thanks, Jenny.
Could be. Jenny Craig.
Yeah, but like if he came back, he's gonna get hurt. Like he's gonna risk it all for another back injury and ruin his whole life. Why would anybody want to do that?
He's really good with his money too, I guess. He like, hasn't spent any of his winnings.
Good.
Or any of his
He's
salary.
the kind of guy who would like who sounds like he could spend all his money on like a Campbell or some shit.
Yeah, he so I guess all of his he hasn't spent like a dime of his actual salary. He lives off his endorsement money.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
probably a lot too.
Yeah.
I heard he wants to be an actor now, but he has no jobs to become an actor.
Yeah, I mean everyone wants to be an actor, isn't
Yeah,
that what they
I
do?
guess. Yeah, LeBron James is doing it. Why not?
I mean,
Space Jam 2 coming out in 2 years.
Wasn't Gronk in the Entourage?
yeah, but it's a
movie?
cameo though. You know, it's not like acting. It's
I
like,
don't
hey,
really-
I'm Gronk.
I didn't really like that movie.
No, it's fucking garbage. Because Entourage isn't a good show. It's not. It's just like comfort food.
I love that show.
It's like heating up mac and cheese. You
I
know
love
it's not
that
gonna be good, but you're gonna eat it.
So like that. Here's the thing with Entourage. It's a from like a plot and like writing like a plot perspective. It's like meh.
Makes me want to be rich.
Yeah.
Fuck. The way he blows
But
money.
I mean, like, it's a great show though.
It's a totally pre-recession show though.
Yeah,
Like that's the problem with Entourage. Is like this guy was just like, I don't care, man. I'm gonna buy you a fucking $100,000 car. Just take it.
yeah.
And you're like, oh my god, man, Jesus.
I do enjoy that
Wait
show.
for season 5. You're gonna hurt.
Speaking of entertainment, let's pop into this. The next thing we wanted to talk about. I know we briefly discussed
What is it?
the movies that I saw.
Oh really?
So
Spider-Man shoots webs.
you want me to do Aladdin real quick? My
Yeah.
review of
Spoilers for Aladdin. Is a genie.
Aladdin? It's Will Smith.
Will Smith is the genie,
Yeah,
and he dances.
he does a good job. It's
Got-
really cool. The special effects are awesome. Like the visuals are awesome. I give it. What scale should I use?
What scale should I use? I don't know. How many lamps out of 10?
I give it 9 lamps.
9 lamps?
Yeah.
Wow. That is a solid endorsement of Aladdin.
Yeah, it was awesome. The soundtrack is like stuck in my head. I want to see it again.
Nice.
Julie won't go with me again.
Probably download it soon.
Yeah, it was.
There are ways.
It was so good. And I think also another reason why I think I liked it is because I had a really pleasant movie going experience.
Those are the best. Those are the best.
It wasn't packed. The popcorn was good.
You buy popcorn there.
Julie wanted popcorn.
Oh my god, it's so expensive.
Yeah. You know how at AMC you reserve your seats?
Yeah, it's
our
the
seats
best.
were actually disgusting, but so we didn't sit there, which was fine because the theater it wasn't it wasn't busy, so we got to. It was just a pleasant experience. It was a great experience. Go see it yourself. I highly recommend it. Let us
9 lamps out of 10.
9 lamps out of 10. You should put that in the description.
9 lamps out of 10.
Spider-Man.
Spooderman? Yes.
Spooderman. You want to, since we both saw it.
Well, it's going to be slight spoilers, maybe all spoilers for the next 2 minutes or so. It was pretty good. I liked it a lot.
Did you like
I like that
Homecoming
I
or
like-
Far From Home better?
I don't know. Maybe I think Homecoming.
I think so. I liked the dynamic more in Far From Home.
Really?
Yeah. I thought Jake Gyllenhaal was
He was really good.
He was really
when
good.
he does that flip at the bar scene from being like an actor
Yeah.
to like an actual like villain, I was like, oh, that's pretty good. I want more of that.
Yeah.
It's like him and fucking Nightcrawler. It's so good. And I want more of that.
I really enjoyed that character. I think I really enjoyed was it Martin Starr?
The teacher?
The two teachers, and then JB Smooth. Is it Smooth? JB Smooth?
Yeah, from Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Enthusiasm.
That their dynamic was funny. It was like just it was a very well balanced movie.
Yes.
And it was a good pace throughout.
I like that Mary Jane is taller than Peter a lot.
Yeah. Zendaya or Zendaya?
Zendaya. The guy from American Idol.
Peter Parker's gotten some I saw an article that he's done well in the last 2 films.
Yeah. He has.
Also, Aunt May is
Marissa Tomei. She's like 54 years old right now.
she looks
53
great.
years old.
She looks great.
She's dating Happy Hogan. Why not?
It's true.
When they're in the plane and they're taking off out of the Netherlands, and he's like, I'll handle the music. And he puts on AC/DC, and Peter goes, oh, I love Led Zeppelin.
I love at the end too when he's asking Happy and May what their relationship is.
And they're summer fling.
Yeah,
What?
that's great. It's great.
And
I also very much enjoy John Favreau. How do you pronounce his last name?
Favreau.
He's great. He's a great director too.
He's directing The Lion King coming out in 10 days.
Did he direct the first Iron Man?
Yes, he did. First Iron Man's interesting because there was a lot of improv stuff. There wasn't really a script written for that. They just kind of said, yeah, go for it, RDJ. And RDJ built the MCU out of his improv.
He's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What would you? How many spider webs out of 10 would you rate
I rated it on my letterbox. Hold on.
on your what?
My letterbox. 3.5, maybe 4. Probably 3.5. 3.5 webs out of 5. Yeah.
I give it
I rated Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 4 webs out of 5.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
I actually haven't watched that.
It's on Netflix now.
I haven't. I know. I watched a little bit of it.
It's fun. It's fun.
So I just have a hard time.
Is it because the main character is half black in the Spider-Verse? Is that the problem?
No.
Is it because Mom?
It's like because it's like claymation, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's like it's just the animation style of it. It's good. It's fun.
What did you rank Homecoming?
Oh, I don't know.
Where,
I don't know if I ranked
what app
Homecoming
is
on
this?
here. Letterboxd.
Letterbox.
Yeah, Letterboxd.
And you just rank movies on it?
Stuff you watch. Yeah, I use it all the time.
Is it worth it?
Yeah, it's free. I just use it to log my stuff. I saw John Wick Chapter 2. I gave it 3.5. It was okay. It wasn't the best thing I've ever seen.
Did they come up with a third one?
Yeah.
The first one was really good.
Yeah, it's better than. I think the first one's better than the second one.
Yeah.
It was just simpler concept. It was good.
So out of 10, how many spider webs would that be? Between 7 and 8 for
Far From
Spider-Man?
Home, 7. It's 7 out of 10.
Okay. I give it an 8 out of 10.
Wow. Way to one up me, dickhead.
I enjoyed it more.
Did you watch the post-credit scenes? Did she make you leave, or did you?
Oh no, I was with my friend John.
Did you guys watch it?
I had
Derek.
I had to go for a bio.
So you have no idea what happened in the post-credit scene.
I saw the first post-credit scene.
The first post-credit scene is the Times Square one where they're shooting through the city and the video comes on, the news.
Yeah.
So you didn't see the second one, though.
John told me about it, but I forgot. Can you should just recap it?
Okay.
Spoilers.
Sports. Yeah, this is literally the future MC right here. So it cuts to Nick Fury and Rhea Hill driving in their SUV. They're bitching at each other like a husband and wife. And then it slowly pans. Have you seen Captain Marvel?
Yeah.
It pans over and it turns into the Skrulls from
Oh
Captain
yeah, they
Marvel.
were they were both.
Yeah, the whole movie.
yeah.
That's why, because I was watching it and I was like, they don't seem like themselves. This is weird. Like the way Nick Fury's acting doesn't make any sense right now compared to the rest of the MCU. And now we know why. It wasn't Nick Fury the whole time. Nick Fury's out in fucking space somewhere with the rest of the Skrulls teaching him. It's creating a space force to fight off the intergalactic threats.
Speaking
Because
of
the future of the MCU is going to be more of those kind of things.
speaking of Space Force, you want to talk about some politics?
What do you want to talk about polys?
We're doing pretty good.
What do you want to talk about polys?
I just had some funny observations that I'd like to share. So maybe we get back to that. But my Trump thing is, so Trump's kind of like going to war against the UK a little bit.
Yeah, because Trump's an idiot. And the ambassador or whatever said that he's an idiot in memos and they leaked.
Yeah. So the tweets are my favorite. Let me find the tweets. Okay, ready? So the wacky ambassador that the UK foisted upon the United States is not someone we are thrilled with. A very stupid guy. He should speak to his country and Prime Minister May about their failed Brexit negotiation and not be upset with my criticism of how badly it was handled. I told Theresa May how to do that deal, but she went her own foolish way, was unable to get it done. A disaster. I don't know the ambassador, but have been told he is a pompous fool. Tell him the USA now has the best economy and military anywhere in the world by far. Hold on, there's a follow-up tweet to that I gotta find that like is just like the most Trump thing of all time.
Stable genius.
All right. Look at that last tweet, and I'll read it.
Which one?
And they are both only getting bigger, better, and stronger. And then he writes, "Thank you, Mr. President." He's so insane.
Yeah, he had a great parade in the rain. Talked about aircrafts in the Revolutionary War.
He's
Stable
insane.
genius. Keep eating the McDonald's, please.
Do you know what's scary though? Like he legitimately could get reelected.
We'll see.
Because the Republican Party's a shit show, and guess what?
No, it's not their shit show. It's that it's their followers are just eating it up.
Yeah,
They don't know what socialism is, and they're acting like it's some racist idea. It's wild.
I mean socialism. They think that every Democrat is socialist
But
too.
it's like the base is just moronic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel
like
it's
fuck climate change. It's not real. It's not real.
I feel like it's a good split between like super rich people who just like don't want to pay taxes,
yeah.
and then that's a few of them, and that's kind of like
It's like I said, they're rich. They can ride out the problems with their money.
And then
It's
there's
poor people who suffer.
and then there's the poor dumb people, uneducated people.
Yeah, who still act like it's 1860 in the South.
It's insane.
This fucking. It's like
Did you watch the
These
debates
old-
at all?
yeah, we talked. Yeah, I watched them. I wonder if the next ones are in 3 weeks,
Yeah.
July 30th, 31st. But then another fucking billionaire decides he's gonna run today for Democratic nomination. It's like great.
Which one?
I forget his name. He's another one. Just
Speaking of people who ran, Ross Perot died.
rip, 89 years old.
Rest in
He ran
peace.
for president twice in the 90s. Goodbye. Did not get elected. He was independent. He's
Yeah.
the reason Clinton won both times. Because the independent votes took away from the Republican votes.
Yeah.
And split the party that way.
Running as independent, you'll never get elected.
No, but if they were smart, they would launch independent now against Trump to pull some of his base away.
Yeah.
So the Democrats can sneak in, have an easier time winning. The guy who
But
left
what platform would that independent run on that would convince?
libertarianism. I don't know exactly. I don't know. Something to help pull his base away enough, damaging it.
I love the idea of libertarianism, but it's like
It would never work.
it would
right
never.
now.
Well, because it basically makes you fiscally conservative and socially liberal. Which guess what? You need to pay for these things.
Yes.
So figure it the fuck out.
Yes, we need to get a Democrat in office.
Yeah.
Or a Republican with a heart. I don't know. What's easier? What's her fee? Hold on. I don't want to botch her name. She needs all the support we can give her. Amy McGrath today announced she's going to run for
against Mitch McConnell.
Yeah, in the Senate. Former Marine pilot. Probably a good person. Not a turtle. Has teeth.
Mitch McConnell also
Not
has no
a
spine.
fraud.
He has no spine.
Yeah, he wants money. He just bends over and does anything to get that more money. Old people shouldn't be allowed to vote.
How many terms has he served?
I don't know.
They need
lot.
term limits. How are there not term limits?
Because it's in a fucking document from years ago, 100 years ago, whatever.
The only way you should ever be a career politician is if you rose your way through the ranks and there were term limits. Like, you shouldn't be a senator for like 40 years.
And do nothing while you're in sentence.
Yeah.
Fuck it. It's awful.
It's also like insane. Like, I remember when we had the shutdown.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize this. I didn't realize that like senators, all those people still get paid during it.
Yeah, because there's budgets paid for.
It's insane.
Yeah, they get approved ahead of time. They're not stupid. It's awful.
And, they totally need the money too. So,
they're hurting. They're hurting. It's not, the economy is awful right now.
Do you think Grayson's listening right now?
It's probably, what's it, July? I think he's listening in September. And he's going to text me right now and say something. I'm waiting for his text. Hold on.
Is he going to text you?
Right now. He's listening to it. Oh, he's going to text me out.
Yeah.
Damn it.
He'll text us later.
Fuck.
Fuck.
I had an idea.
The only other joke I had about politics was
what the fuck was I going to say? I don't remember.
You want to make the joke first?
What joke is it?
No, you were saying something.
I'm trying to think what I was going to say. It just slipped my mind.
Okay.
Something about politics. Probably about people. Oh, well, it'll come back to me.
So did you see like the record-breaking temperature in Alaska?
Yes.
90 degrees in Anchorage.
It's normal. It's the summer, Derek.
It's totally cool. And like DC's like underwater right now. It's getting real swampy.
I heard the White House was actually sinking, or was water coming up out of the floor or some shit. It's crazy to stay in that building. It's so old. The foundation's shit. It's been renovated like twice, 3 times.
Didn't it burn
like,
down at one point?
Yeah, the War of 1812, the British burnt it down. Don't tell Trump that. I probably think it happened recently. I don't know. It's just, I get it. It's like an historical building, but why don't you just build a new one? Why don't you just keep that one open for tours or some shit? I don't know.
Yeah.
The money to renovate that must be insane.
Yeah, it must. And like also, like it's too big. I would never want to live there. I was thinking
you
like
don't. You can live in Mar-a-Lago on the weekends. It's cool.
I was so pissed when my flight got delayed because Trump. Oh, I was so bummed.
Sorry, it's rough. He's got to do his deals and get some R&R.
I also saw. I didn't look into the article, but like he said he got like a genius education from the Wharton School at Penn, and I just saw the headline like the former admissions counselor like disagrees. So I'll get back to you on that next episode, but I think it's gonna be something funny.
I really like that a draft dodger can throw a military parade for himself.
That was a great tweet you had.
It's just wonderful. Isn't that just great?
I just
he
love
pulled fucking money from the National Park Service for that. $2.5 million at least in the National Park Service. They need their money. They got shut down in January. The parks got wrecked.
Yeah.
Fucking asshole.
I just love him congratulating himself via tweet. Thank you, Mr. President.
And then fucking, you know what Russia did?
No.
They came out on their Russian news media and said it was a weak parade. Like, dude, they were going to do it the whole time. Makes you look weak now. And it's like a Trump's and then Russia's bitch. Like, why do we need a military parade? It's so stupid. It's not like the fucking 50s out here in like North Korea. Like, get out of here with this shit.
You want to know why? Who does it pander to?
It's Republicans. He wants the fucking base, the vote.
But particularly, who does it pander to?
I don't know.
The poor, dumb Republicans.
I just hope we have a record. We have a record turnout for the elections, I hope. Because they're trying to fucking change the way the election mapping is to better suit the Republicans. They have the Senate right now, and it's like,
Are they
Great.
trying to change like the
I think
electoral college?
something like that, to how the votes get laid out in the state. Isn't that great?
No.
It's terrific. So millennials and Gen Zers got to step forward this election cycle and really push to get this to fight for the Senate.
Yeah, get out and vote.
Yeah,
It's not
now do
hard.
it now.
You can either in Massachusetts at least, or at least in Boston. I don't know. You can vote before. It's so easy.
Yeah.
There's no line. It took me 2 minutes.
What if they vote away? You don't even know where that vote's going. And then I think about that. It's like, can't they just hack? What if they hack the fucking shit again? Like it's. And then Mitch McConnell's they're blocking legislation to try and fix and improve electoral security because he fucking knows that he's gonna use Russia again. I turn into Grayson right now. Fuck.
Yeah, maybe we'll turn it down. We'll let Grayson pick this back up when.
Yeah.
But yeah, the climate change thing I think is so dumb too. Like, how do you not think climate change is real? Even in our lifetime, it's changed.
Dramatically.
Yeah.
It's very different than it used to be. Yeah. It's okay. Things come in cycles. It'll change. I'm going to be dead soon anyway. Who gives a shit? It's like, thanks, Mr. Old Man, for stepping forward and doing this for us. Young people don't want this shit, but it's okay.
We must keep fracking.
We need to get more young people involved in elections and running for government.
What was the turnout?
Nancy Pelosi's a fucking spineless shit, just like Mitch McConnell is.
What was the turnout for the election last year? Do you know how many votes?
Last year, it was
Or
good.
not?
It was
Sorry, not last year. Last presidential
I have
election.
no idea. Hillary Clinton won the popular vote by a lot of million votes. A lot of votes. I don't know.
Let's look at this real quick.
And I think it was a lower turnout in a lot of areas because I think people thought Trump was just going to lose automatically in a landslide. Trump thought he was going to lose that election. He was like shocked when he found out that he won. That's why he threw the cabinet together so fucking hastily at the end, and it just did not work.
All right, hold on. Let's fire this up real quick. It was a record. 137.5 million Americans voted.
I think that it should be a requirement for all Democrats, like involved in the election cycle and stuff, to listen to the Wilderness podcast. It was a 1-season run by the guys who drawn Crooked Media about why the Republicans lost and what led up to the points of the people feeling disenfranchised from the Democratic Party, or I'm sorry, why the Democrats lost.
So
It's very good.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
So about 138 millions, 137.5. That only made up 58.1% of our voting eligible population.
Nice. We just gotta get the celebrities back out again, pushing the thing on Twitter.
So literally, we're missing probably 70 million votes.
Caroline's here.
So.
Oh, what I was gonna say is Mitch McConnell is testifying next Wednesday. Not Mitch McConnell. Mueller's testifying next week, and everyone's freaking out. I guess in the Republican
Caroline, we're
side.
talking about politics.
Your favorite. You can
Great.
be You can be Grayson. Just sit there and talk about California Democrats.
You got to be way more fired up, though.
California Democrats.
I'm not that fired up.
Well, you're the reason why the Democrats lost.
Vinny, I'm gonna go to a yoga class. Can we have dinner at 8:15?
That's so late.
For the listeners at home, it's 6:24 right now.
Yeah. AM.
So you can make dinner? Okay, thanks.
I'm gonna turn on
It's
Stranger
settled.
Things right now, though.
But yeah, that's all I had today.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like we had a pretty good flow on this one.
Yeah, maybe Grayson shouldn't come back.
No, two people.
He'll hear this next in a month and yell at me. Whatever, Grayson. I don't care. Come back.
We'll see you next week, Grayson.
Is Creedcast going to be next week? Is this
Yeah.
gonna
Oh, yeah,
happen?
yeah. So we should do a preview of that.
Yeah. Creed, the band. Ever heard of it?
So next week, I'm very excited. This is an idea I've had for probably 6 months, and
It's been digesting.
well, I thought about it. I thought it was a great idea, and then I just never thought about it again. But whenever you brought it up, I pretended I was thinking about it.
You shocker, really?
So next week we're gonna have a special guest on the podcast.
Apollo Creed.
No, this is incorrect information, and we're gonna talk about the band Creed, and I'm gonna do a review of all of their albums.
Spoilers. I started listening to the first album. I did not like it.
Oh no, it's
This is not good.
Human Clay is a great album, though.
The first one was just not good.
Yeah, but I'm going to listen to all of them
Yeah.
and assign a rating to each of them.
What's the rating system going to be?
So I was thinking, so they're a Christian band, so maybe crosses, but that
How many
might be
crosses out of 5?
that might be a tad bit inappropriate.
How many? Yeah, a smidge.
They're from Florida, so like
Oh, really?
make Florida jokes about it.
Nice. I can't wait for this 2-hour action-packed episode.
It will not be 2 hours. I probably honestly might be able to talk for an hour and a half about it.
The listeners at home want this.
So there's going to be 4 of us on next week's podcast then.
If Grayson shows up.
He probably will, right?
Yeah, I bet he will.
So next podcast, get excited. We're talking exclusively about Creed and maybe our weeks.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye. My sacrifice.
Turn this off.
If you can dream it, you can do it.
Life's what you make of it.